Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Well, hey, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison.
And I'm Tiffany Lee. Today, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol's Marine Division will launch another search for missing Muldrow man whose vehicle crashed into the Arkansas River.
Yeah, it happened on Friday there in the river bottoms just west of Fort Smith. They found the vehicle in the water but are still searching for that missing man. These are photos taken at the scene of the vehicle as it was recovered on Sunday. Investigators say 3 people were inside. 2 were able to get to safety and receive treatment at a local hospital.
Investigators have not revealed the identities of the people involved or exact circumstances of what caused the vehicle to go into the river. Search teams are looking for the missing person by air, land, and on water.
Fayetteville police are warning about a growing Bitcoin scam where callers pose as deputies and then demand payment for arrest warrants.
The callers instruct victims to use Bitcoin ATMs to clear the warrants. Law enforcement says that they will never ask for payment, gift cards, or Bitcoin to resolve legal issues. If you receive such a call, hang up and contact police.
Well, in case you missed it, the Eagles Chiefs won their conference titles, meaning they're going head-to-head in this year's Super Bowl.
The teams faced off in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Now Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are hoping to complete the first three-peat of the Super Bowl era.
Now in Philly, Eagles fans stormed the streets, climbing street poles, celebrating the NFC win. Kansas City tight end Travis Kelce hyped up the crowd with his team. Kelce's girlfriend Taylor Swift looking on as the Big Easy gears up to host the rematch. Nabbing a ticket to the game won't be simple, though. The cheapest tickets on StubHub right now are currently going for thousands of dollars.
The Super Bowl is scheduled to take place on Sunday, February 9th in New Orleans, Louisiana. Hip-hop superstar Kendrick Lamar is slated as the halftime performer.
All right, let's check in with Stephen for a look at your forecast. It looks like we might have some rain this week, Stephen.
Yeah, later on this week, that's when those rain chances are going to return back to the forecast. Until then, though, plenty of sunshine, and we're going to see warmer air as well. Daytime highs today climbing back up into those upper 40s and low 50s. Across the area, we continue to build with those daytime highs through tomorrow and even through Wednesday before that rain finally comes along. Wednesday evening through Friday morning, that's when we're expected to see some heavy showers across the area. Definitely need to grab that rain gear as you head up the door, especially for Thursday. We look at Wednesday evening, already starting to see some of those scattered showers. Rain chances increase through Friday or through Thursday morning and into Friday. By the time we get to Friday afternoon, we start to lose those rain chances. When it comes to how much rainfall we can see, it's going to be significant. Anywhere between 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is really what we're expecting. Northwest Arkansas over the next 7 days. Plenty of sunshine for the start of the week. By the time we get towards the end of the week, that's when that rain chance is going to be increasing, specifically targeting Thursday as the best day for some widespread rainfall. By the time we get to the weekend, not only Groundhog's Day on Sunday, but also plenty of sunshine breaking out.
Thanks for that, Stephen. Well, today is International Holocaust Remembrance Day.
People around the world commemorating 80 years since the liberation of Auschwitz. About 1.1 million people, mostly Jewish people, were murdered in the largest Nazi concentration death camp in southern Poland. About 6 million European Jews were killed in the Holocaust during World War II.
Lawmakers are proposing an expansion to the definition of beer.
But could this have a positive or negative impact on the Arkansas craft beer industry? 5 News reporter Rachel Williams explains.
According to the text of House Bill 1173, the proposed new law would raise the alcohol content limit for beer produced and sold in the state from 5% to 14%. Malt beverages with an alcohol content of up to 14% would also fall under the definition of beer, while those exceeding 14% would be classified as malt. Co-owner and founder of Natural State Beer Company in Rogers, Dan Klaus, says if it becomes the law, their business would be allowed to make and sell beers with alcohol up to, but not exceeding, 14%.
And to put that into perspective, a typical craft beer that we create and our fellow brewers make and sell in their tap rooms would range anywhere from 4.5% to 6.5%, with some heavier beers sometimes hitting 7 to 10%. So 14% is really not consequential for us.
But Klaus says other sections of the proposed bill could pose a threat for their company.
It's an element that would restrict the sale of what we call standard table wine, which comes around 13% on average. You buy it at your store, you serve it at home, you serve it with your friends, and that's also what we serve in our tap rooms. And that's currently allowed in our permits. And for companies like ours, the sale of standard table wine could represent 15 to 20% of our taproom sales.
It's a similar story for Sody's Wine and Spirits in Fort Smith. Store owner Scott Clark is on the board of United Beverage Retailers of Arkansas and is opposed to this bill because he says the alcohol percentages would negatively impact his business.
That's a bit of a challenge for us because we feel like we have the knowledge and the expertise to explain to the consumer the difference between an IPA and a pale ale. They may not know. And these beers don't have a lot of shelf life because they're not pasteurized like a Miller Lite or a Coors Light.
Clark says the proposed law would take away one more distinction between his store and Walmart or any convenience stores.
So if we lose that division of our store, then all we have left is spirits, and we can't sell toiletries, eggs, milk, charcoal, you name it, that all of these big box stores have.
The proposed bill is in the preliminary stages, but both owners hope they can have conversations with the politicians presenting this bill.
They don't understand it, and so we just try to educate them. That's what we're doing.
And I think it would be really great if they could talk to our Brewers Guild, who is really out there working with our local politicians to defend and define the laws that are not needed for our business.
Covering news where you live, Rachel Williams, 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather. Catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more.
Have a great day.